for today's cup of coffee with Scream.
A cup of coffee.
And hopefully the microphone will sound better. It sounded like ass on the past video. It really did.
Which is weird because normally it doesn't.
Yours was good. I mean, I hadn't done anything different that I knew of.
It might have just been further from your face or something like that.
Maybe. I don't know. It's just weirdness. We've had all kinds of weirdness.
Everything.
Just, my God.
Technology has just been fucked up.
Uh-huh. It's crazy. And something else that's crazy. We've got this 3-eye atlas. I think that on the 19th of December 2025 is supposed to be the closest to the Earth that it's going to get.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been a lot of people that have been studying that, and they don't know what it is. It's something new. I don't think it's a mothership. I think it's some new form of comet or something. It's something.
It's a thing.
But what was interesting was that today, well, I was scrolling through X, of course, and saw where they have a movie that's coming out in 2026 from Universal Pictures that is called Disclosure Day. And so I will leave a link to the trailer so that you can go and watch it.
It's pretty disturbing. Yeah, it's disturbing. It's pretty interesting. Go give it a watch.
And it's a film by Steven Spielberg.
Which, has he put out a movie recently? Like, any time within the past few years?
You know, I don't know.
When was the last time he made a film?
I don't know, because most of the movies that have been made since, 2020?
Yeah.
Have been just worthless.
Yeah.
There's been one or two. I did enjoy that one. What was it called? Abigail, where she was the ballerina vampire. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a fun movie. And the Megan movies.
The Megan movies are good. We still haven't watched the second one.
No, we haven't, have we? We'll have to do that here.
She gets a new body. And she was like, I need to update your face. Everybody knows what you look like. And it's like, you change my face, I change yours. That's what she said.
Well, they had shown the little girl that, or the dancer that does the, whatever. She does the dancing for Megan, and then they do their movie magic with it.
Yeah.
It was fascinating. Mm-hmm. These are not life-changing movies. They're simple entertainment, which is what movies used to be.
Oh yeah, Megan is pure camp. It's the modern Child's Play, basically. It's literally the sister of Child's Play.
I liked Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
What the fuck, dude?
Dog has a hairball.
I guess he didn't like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Well, he hasn't even seen it yet. It's a good movie. And they're cheesy and they're corny and they're loaded with CGI, and I love them.
Mm-hmm. They're good. They're
I don't
fun.
want to be preached to. I don't want to have some kind of social engineering bullshit message that I didn't sign up for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Honest, I've watched clips of the Megan movie, of the second Megan.
Good?
I think it's worth a watch.
I think it will be. And it's like the dog was actually doing pretty good, and then now he's...
Oh, is it because he's on...
He's not a Leo. He's not a Leo.
What is he?
I had to go back. He's about 4 months old now. We'll have to go back and do his chart. But anyhow, this Disclosure Day is supposed to come out. It's supposed to be released June the 12th of 2026. And I'm just reading off of their YouTube thing for he's got me all discombobulated. It says,
my God. What has happened?
It's some kind of universal conspiracy. I'm telling you.
What has happened, bud?
It says, if you found out you weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved to you, would that frighten you?
Wait, what?
This summer, the truth belongs to 7 billion people.
Oh.
We are coming close to Disclosure Day.
Oh.
And I'm like, is this more,
it's a foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm. Is it more telegraphing?
Possibly, maybe.
Because
it's highly likely.
There's been so much. It's never out of the consciousness. They never let it totally go out of the consciousness of the collective. Even when all this other stuff is going on So we have no idea.
We don't know if this is a red herring, if it's just a propaganda thing.
If it's just a, movie.
Yeah.
But
If it's just like a theorizing movie or whatever.
On the trailer, it's got this one chick, and she's like some kind of weather forecaster or something, and she starts doing this like these clicking and stuff.
Involuntary. Mm-hmm. It's like another language that is coming through her, like a clicking language. Oh God, the clickers!
Well,
the clickers.
And it's interesting because the movie Signs, it was a click language with that too.
The clickers.
Well, if you think about as far as the mantids, that was one of the species that has been, reported over the years.
But the zombies.
Because they're, insects.
Yeah. Yeah, they would click. It would
make sense that they would make clicking noises.
Yeah, they would click.
There they rub their legs together like crickets. I don't know. That'd be interesting to try that. I wonder if they have clothing. Would they
rub their arms
clothing?
together. They rub their arms together and make that. Yeah, I think they need clothing. I think they need clothing when on this realm, in this earth.
I don't know.
On this earth.
But what it led you to believe was that this human wasn't totally human. Because her eyes had this strange light behind them, too.
While the clicking was happening? Mm-hmm. I thought she was getting, like, possessed, like transient possession. Like, they were forcing her to do that.
Be the same thing.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. But it's got, for people who know I know who Steven Spielberg is, but they're saying that it has Emily Blunt, what a tragic name to have, that she's in there. Also,
don't ask her for advice.
Josh O'Connor. Maybe she's a little burnt. Colin Firth.
Yeah. She smoked up too much. She got those eyes. That's why there was a light behind her eyes. She was burnt.
And Coleman Domingo. I don't know any of those people. None of them. And it says it's based on a story by Spielberg. The screenplay by David Koepp, Koepp.
Right.
Whose previous work with Spielberg includes scripts for Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, War of the Worlds, and Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Those are good movies.
They are. And it says, combined, those films earned more than $3 billion worldwide. And so...
So what is this one?
We'll find out. We will find out. It says, produced by 5-time Academy Award nominee Christy. Would somebody have a name that I could pronounce? Something other Krieger.
Krieger?
I don't know.
Krieger. I think that's what
she's Freddie's cousin or something like that.
That's Kruger.
Executive
Not to get confused with Cougar.
Adam Sumner and Chris Brigham. Not Bingham, Brigham.
Distant cousin?
So
is that a distant cousin? Distant relative? It's just an offshoot.
This should be something.
What if it's just brainwashing?
It very well could be. Which segue into our other story.
Speaking of brainwashing.
So. And it's been a while since we've done this because the news cycle in our lives have been just all over the page. This comes from Daily Mail, and I will leave the link to this also. I'm not going to butcher these last names. I'm not. But this story was just too good to not. People's like, it's in poor taste. Well, everything is to somebody these days.
What's considered poor taste at this point?
Yeah.
And we have a world full of absurdities.
Yeah. It says a California funeral home allegedly gave a father his dead son's brain in a plastic bag after he requested his child's clothing, according to a newly filed lawsuit.
How do you mistakenly give somebody their child's brain?
And it says that
instead of clothing. How do you get that? How does that mixed up? How does that mix up?
The 27-year-old boy died suddenly May the 19th, 2025 at a home in Santa Clara. His cause of death has not been released, but I will tell you, in the picture that they showed of him, he was throwing signs. I know what that looks like.
So he probably got shot.
Maybe. I don't know. Not saying anything, but it's like he was throwing signs. And I'm like, His family contacted the funeral home and paid the business over $10,000 for the full-service memorial tribute package, according to the lawsuit. And his parents specifically asked the funeral director not to dress their son in the clothes he died in because they wanted him to be buried in a nicer outfit, which I thought that was standard procedure. I mean, it is around here.
Yeah.
I mean,
it just depends on the people, I guess. But around here, you usually dress them up in a suit as before they're buried.
Yeah, something nice.
Suit or a suit, and if it's a woman, a dress.
Yes, it's something nice. And it says that when the parents went to collect the son's clothing on June the 4th, he was handed a red bag indicating biohazardous material inside. And he claims he went home and dumped the contents into the washing machine before noticing something unusual.
Now, hold up. Well, how did he not look at that biohazard bag and be like, what is that? How did he not question?
It says that
if it was closed, that is not considered biohazard.
The father saw an odd substance inside the machine that was later found to be human brain matter, according to the lawsuit.
So more than likely he did turn the washing machine on and that brain got scrambled.
A little bit of spin cycle there.
Yeah.
That at that point they had no idea that it was their son's brain that was in the washing machine. They didn't know if it was mixed up with someone else's brain or whether it was their son's. Well, either way is horrific.
Yeah. Like, how the fuck do you handle? How do you hear from clothes brain? Here's a brain.
Yeah. And it says, fearful the chilling discovery would upset his wife, he called his sister-in-law instead to tell her what he had witnessed. And the father was not sure what the material was in the washing machine. And according to the lawsuit, the young man's family were not aware that the coroner had performed a cranial autopsy or that any portion of the decedent's brain had been removed, the filing stated.
Wait, why would they remove the brain?
Okay, because if you've got a 27-year-old who suddenly dies, at least in Virginia, if there's not some kind of prior existing medical condition, I think by law that an autopsy has to be performed. Unless there's religious reasons. And I think that that you can get an exemption if it is a religious reason to not perform an autopsy.
Yeah.
There's quite a few. I wouldn't want one. What would be the point? And it says,
unless they were making taxidermy out of me,
It says that the father then phoned the funeral home director to let this individual know. You've got to see. I want your all's thoughts on this individual that's the funeral home director. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And that she had told the father to bring the bag back to the funeral home. And he said that he then had to scoop up the substance that he still didn't know was his son's brain.
That's fucked up.
It says after placing...
Wait, why would you put a biohazard bag? Did he not feel the bag?
After placing the red bag inside a trash bag, he brought it back to the funeral home that same day and got no explanation for the alleged mix-up. And he also never received his son's clothing. And the funeral was held the following day at a memorial chapel, and he was buried at someplace else, which nobody needs to know all that. That's too much information. It says more than a month went by without the family getting the clothing they initially asked for, despite contacting the funeral home on multiple occasions to do so, the lawsuit detailed. A funeral home employee allegedly reached out to the family to inform them that it was their son's brain in the bag.
What the how?
The worker claimed that
Why'd they keep the clothes?
The worker claimed that after the father returned it, the funeral home director had placed the organ in a box and left it sitting in a courtyard for 2.5 months.
What?
The employee only uncovered this after they became overwhelmed with the smell of a rotting human brain, the lawsuit claims.
You know, what is that? That one lady on YouTube, the one that the funeral person, the lady with the black hair, bangs.
Yes.
You know she's going to do a video about this.
I hope so. That would be great. I would like to see her discuss this.
Ask a mortician. That's what.
Yes. I can't think. What is her actual name?
Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember either.
And
she says it every video.
Yes,
it's in every.
I'm not good with names. I am not good with names.
But we also don't watch her that often.
No, we don't. And it's just one of those that it just keeps getting worse. And in today's world of making apologies for just the hell of it, the attorney had said he knows humans make mistakes, but it's a different story when people try to cover those errors up. That's not a mistake. That's incompetence. Flat out.
Yeah. Fully. 100%.
That's some crackhead energy right there.
It's like, what the fuck? Were their brains short-circuiting?
He says that he told the outlet.
Did they have their brain removed?
Quote, don't get me wrong, errors can happen.
This is more than an error.
What cannot happen and what should not happen is that you cover up your errors, and that's what the funeral home has done here. That's not an error. That's incompetence.
That is way more than a fucking error.
And so it's just...
I don't think that's even incompetence. I think that is just downright carelessness.
So the funeral home and the owner of the funeral home didn't want to talk to the press. The funeral home director ran from the reporters when they tried to talk to her.
She knows she's in some shit.
And so, yeah, they're going to move forward with the lawsuit. Well, yes.
Yeah. Go right ahead.
And they're working on a plan to have his brain reunited with his now buried body.
After 2 months of it rotting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, by this point, it's soup.
It's just...
It's brain soup. That's disgusting.
And he had gone on, the attorney had said, it's something they're never going to forget. It's something they're going to have to live with forever.
Yeah, that's kind of traumatizing. But also, what the fuck was wrong? They really lack critical thinking skills, don't they? Because they didn't look at the bag and be like, wait, what is that?
Okay.
And they didn't feel the bag as they were carrying it?
Let's look at this logically from all angles as we possibly can.
There's incompetence on all angles here.
Why would a family request an organ? Why was the organ not put back in the body like is normal following an autopsy? They usually do whatever and they put it back.
Yeah. So what were they doing with it?
And again, with the red biohazard bag, and the father just plops it into the laundry.
Yeah. Did he, once again, didn't even look at it as they handed it to him? Been like, here. Did not feel the bag at all. Did he not carry it by the bottom? Did he not even touch the bottom of it?
It was a red biohazard bag.
Yeah.
I would have had questions.
I would have immediately been like, as soon as they're handing it to me, be like, hold the fuck up. What is that?
Right. Right.
You put that shit back.
And then...
You give me his clothes. That is not his clothes. That's an organ. That's a part of him.
When the funeral director told him to bring it back, to get it out of the washing machine, put it back in the bag, and do that.
That should have been their responsibility. But there's incompetence on all sides here. Fully. They're all dumb.
It's just crazy. And it was too crazy not to share.
Now listen, I understand this whole fucking this past weekend was a shit show as far as brains glitching and all that. People's minds just not working, but that is more than a brain glitch. Even with, like, your full-on just think critical... It's offline. Their fucking critical thinking skills is offline.
Yeah.
It's incompetence and just illogic on all levels here.
It's incredible. It is absolutely
absurd.
Incredible. Yeah. And it just... idiots amongst us. That's all you can say. My God. Aliens, true brainwashing.
Lord Jesus Christ,
God.
please help us.
This is why we're in constant prayer.
Lord, what is wrong with California?
Yeah. Yeah, I've often wondered. And it's not everybody in California. We know that. We've got people that listen to us from California, and they're wonderful people.
No, but like a lot of the time, the people that you see on the news in these cases, it comes from California.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff that I see, like streamers do, the fuckery that they do,
I think it's
they're all in California.
But there's a lot of people that live out there too.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot, but also.
And I will tell you, around here, if we see a California license plate, do we give it's one of them side eyes? Yes, we do.
We do, yeah.
It's like, who are you? Why are you here? Just to get head back on the road.
But it's like there's not. Listen, that is not a generalization. That is not speaking for all the people in California when we are like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Yeah, well, I'm sure they understand that because our people have critical thinking skills.
Yeah. But it's like, are these people just so burnt? I know marijuana is legal over there, like fully. Are they just all burnt to all hell and back?
I don't know. I've often wondered, it's like, are they doing some kind of experiments out there? It could be.
Well, yeah. They're doing a lot of shit.
Coffee slurp. So, yeah, that's, if no one hands you a biohazard bag today, or if someone does hand you a biohazard bag, ask questions.
Yeah. Don't just take that and plop it in your washing machine.
Yeah. That's crazy. Do you want to tell the peoples where we can be found?
At least it's squeaky clean.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He don't remember a thing.
He didn't need it anyhow. He was throwing signs. Anyway.
Yeah. Find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Relenda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also, check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at Relenda, COCWS.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us, and have a good.
Yeah. It's just strange. Just more and more strange and bizarre each and every day.
Absurd.
Oh, let us pray one for another. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cut.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.